Star Extra just released, and with it comes a very powerful story card, providing party-wide power generation, as well as targets Yang defense down. In this video, I will explain the general strategy to defeating Star X, as well as the gimmicks that you will need to dance around. The layout of this stage is kinda similar to other Elemental Extra stages. The main boss, Alterisa, has 3 gauges, and she's supported by 2 walking bomb items with 2 gauges each. When these Tengu, or walking bomb items as I call them, die, they will drop the bomb item, which will restore all the last words of your characters, or if the last word has not been used, a random spell card. These bomb items are very powerful, and it's very important to kill the Tengu at the right time to make the most of these items. The general strategy for this stage can be summarized in 4 simple steps. First, you clear 1 gauge from either the top or the bottom Tengu. Then you kill all 3 of them, dropping the bomb item. Next, you clear a 2nd gauge from Alterisa as well as kill the other bunny, dropping another bomb item. Then you're just left with Alterisa's last gauge. The layout of the stage looks very similar to the other Elemental Extra stages, doesn't it? But I assure you, this is a very unique stage with its own gimmicks. Completing these 4 steps will not be so simple. Firstly, upon entering the stage, you'll be Graze locked for 4 turns. This is a big problem because Alterisa will one-shot you. To get around this, you will need to full break her on turn 1, which means you need a party that can do 7 breaks immediately. I should also mention that it's very difficult to use anomaly breaks because Alterisa is immune to both burn and freeze, and she also cleanses 2 of her anomalies at the start of every turn. But that's not all. On turn 1, you also have to carefully kill not both, but just 1 of the Tengu. This is where the main gimmick of this stage comes into play. The Tengu have 1 HP, but can only be damaged by certain bullet types. Here are the bullet types that can kill the Tengu. Every bullet in this game has a bullet type. This is different from element. For example, Scarlet Marisa's first bullet line has Star Light bullets. Star is the element and Light is the bullet type. So you have to be very careful with the spell cards that you use to make sure you kill just 1 of the Tengu on turn 1. Remember that if you kill the Tengu too early, you'll waste the spell card item. So it's very important not to kill both Tengu. So to summarize, on turn 1, you have to do 7 breaks to Alterisa and carefully kill just 1 of the Tengu, and, I forgot to mention this, set up a nuke because on turn 2, you have to deal 2.5 million damage to Alterisa, who has really high defense. Let's compare her HP and defense values with Gardener from Water Extra. Alterisa has 1.4 times the HP and 1.16 times the defense. That means you will need 64% more damage to kill Alterisa. If you compare this to Fire Extra, you will need more than 4 times the damage in order to kill Alterisa as compared to Jono. In Water Extra, there was even the focus up mechanic to help you deal more damage. So yeah, this is a very difficult stage. Okay, back to the 4 simple steps. Let's assume you've completed step 1. One of the Tengus has lost a gauge and Alterisa is full broken. To complete step 2, you need to do enough damage to kill Alterisa, and this will probably involve using 2 last words. It is important that the Tengu dies only after your 2 characters have both used their last word. If the Tengu dies after the first character uses her last word, the bomb item will not restore the last word of the 2nd character. For example, Hunter Flan's last word kills the Tengu, while Scarlet Marisa's does not. If Hunter Flan goes first, she will kill the Tengu and drop the bomb item. At this point, Scarlet Marisa has not used her last word yet, so the bomb item will just restore 1 of her spell cards. At the end of the turn, Scarlet Marisa will not have her last word available. If Scarlet Marisa goes first, since the Tengu resists Body Bullet, which is her last word bullet type, she will not kill the Tengu, and then Hunter Flan will kill the Tengu afterwards, restoring both their last words. Certain combinations of characters, for example Hunter Flan and Oracle, are not very compatible because both their last words are energy and they will both kill the Tengu, so regardless of who goes first, somebody will not get their last word restored. Also, note that bullets with piercing, which ignores defense buffs, also ignores the Tengu's resistances and will kill them. Congratulations, you made it through step 2. Step 3 is quite similar, just take notes that the Tengu have slightly different bullet type resistances. And step 4, you don't have to worry about Tengu anymore, just go all out and kill off Alterisa. And there you go, Star Extra completed in 4 simple steps. It's just been 1 day, so many team compositions are still being tested, but I can tell you that Hunter Flan as well as Scarlet Marisa are very good friends in this stage. I'm working on a video that will showcase several farming compositions for this stage, so look out for that in the next couple days. If you like this content and want to see more of it, make sure you subscribe as it motivates me to make more stuff. If you're unsure about some of the mechanics like gauge burst and anomaly breaks, check out my earlier video where I explain these mechanics that are quite common to Elemental Extra stages. Thanks for watching, goodbye.